If you're on Medi-Cal in California, you may not lose coverage because you're ineligible. You may lose it because you missed one piece of mail. That is the danger with the Medi-Cal changes coming 2026 and 2027. We're talking about dental benefit cuts, 6-month eligibility checks, new work and community engagement rules, a $30 monthly premium for certain adults, and asset limits coming back for some Medi-Cal programs. The people most likely to get hurt in Medi-Cal programs are not always the ones breaking the rules. There are people who did not know the rules changed. So in this video, I'm going to break this down fast. Who is affected, what dates matter, what benefits could change, and what you need to do now so you do not get blindsided. Welcome to Benefit Breakdown. This channel is for educational and informational purposes only. Always check with your local office or county website for latest updates. 3 big deadlines. The dates are July 1, 2026. Dental benefits change for some adults. January 1, 2027. 6-month renewals and work rules begin. July 1, 2027. A new $30 a month premium starts for certain adults. Dental benefits changing. The first deadline is July 1, 2026. Starting on that date, Medi-Cal will stop covering regular dental services for some adult members, except for emergencies. This change applies to Medi-Cal members age 19 and older who do not qualify for federal full-scope Medi-Cal. In plain English, this mostly affects certain adults with unsatisfactory immigration status. Now, emergency dental care will be covered. That can include serious problems like severe pain, infection, swelling, bleeding, toothache, jaw pain, or dental injury. But regular dental care may no longer be covered for the affected group. That matters because dental problems do not wait politely for the government. A small cavity can become pain. Pain can become infection, and infection can become an emergency. Who keeps dental benefits? Not everyone is affected. DHCS says people who can keep full-scope Medi-Cal with dental benefits regardless of immigration status, if they are pregnant or within 1 year after pregnancy, under age 19, or under age 26 and were in foster care on their 18th birthday. So do not panic if you are in one of those protected groups. But if you are 19 or older, not pregnant, and in the affected immigration status category, this July 1 date matters. Call your dentist now. Here's the action step. Call your dentist now. Do not wait until the last week of June. That is how people get stuck with no appointment. And ask what is covered. Ask what can be completed before July 1, and keep records of your appointments and treatment plan. 6-month Medi-Cal checks start January 1, 2027. DHCS says adults ages 19 to 64 will need to renew Medi-Cal every 6 months instead of once a year. Missing deadlines could result in loss of coverage. That is a big deal. Because losing coverage does not always happen because you make too much money. Sometimes it's because you missed a form, you moved and forgot to update your address, you ignored a county letter, you did not send proof back on time, or you thought, I'll deal with it later. Later is how people lose benefits. Old rule versus new rule. New rule, for many adults, eligibility may be checked every 6 months. That means twice as many deadlines, twice as many notices, twice as many chances to screw this up. So if your address, phone number, or email is outdated, fix it now, today, not when you feel like it. Work and community engagement rules. Also starting January 1, 2027, new work and community engagement rules begin for certain adults. This does not mean every Medi-Cal member has to work. That is false. Children are not the target. Many seniors are not the target. Many people with disabilities are not the target. Pregnant people and people with serious health conditions may qualify for exemptions. But DHCS says adults ages 19 to 64 without children under 13 must meet work, volunteer, school, or training requirements to keep Medi-Cal. 80 hours per month. DHCS's implementation plan describes work reporting requirements beginning January 1, 2027 as part of an HR 1 move. That can include things like paid work, volunteer service, school, job training, work programs, or a combination of qualifying activities. And here is the part people miss. You may need proof, not vibes, not I told them already, proof. So start keeping proof now. Pay stubs, school records, training records, volunteer hour log, medical exemption documents, county notices. This is boring paperwork, but boring paperwork is exactly what keeps benefits active. New $30 a month premium starts July 1, 2027. Starting then, certain adults may have to pay a $30 monthly premium to keep Medi-Cal. DHCS says this applies to Medi-Cal members ages 19 to 59 who are not pregnant, are undocumented, or have unsatisfactory immigration status, and remain in full coverage of Medi-Cal. Some people will hear $30 a month and think that is not a big deal. That is lazy thinking. For someone living on a tight budget, $30 a month matters. That is $360 a year. But the bigger problem is missing the notice, missing the payment, or not understanding what happens if the premium is not paid. Do not ignore premium notices. If this applies to you or someone in your household, do not treat it like junk mail. Watch for notices, understand the payment rule, and contact your county office if anything is unclear. Asset limits are back for some Medi-Cal programs. There is one more change that matters, especially for some seniors, people with disabilities, people in nursing homes, and families who qualify under certain non-MAGI Medi-Cal rules. As of January 1, 2026, asset limits return for certain Medi-Cal members and applicants. DHCS says this applies to people age 65 or older, people with disabilities, people living in nursing homes, or families that make too much money to qualify under federal tax rules. The asset limit is $130,000 for one person, plus $65,000 for each additional household member up to 10 people. Now, not everyone counts the same way. A primary home, one vehicle, household goods, and certain retirement accounts may be treated differently. But do not guess your way through this. If you are helping an aging parent dealing with long-term care or worried about countable assets, call the county or talk to a qualified benefits counselor. Bad guesses here can cost people coverage. What to do right now? Here's what you should do right now. First, update your address, phone number, and email with Medi-Cal. Second, open every letter for Medi-Cal, DHCS, or your county office. Third, check your renewal month. Fourth, save proof of work, school, volunteer activity, income disability, medical condition, pregnancy, or any other exemption. Fifth, if you are in the group losing dental benefits, schedule dental care before July 1, 2026. Do not wait. Waiting is the whole problem. Here's the bottom line. Medi-Cal is changing. That is the part you need to take seriously. Go to Benefits Cal. Contact your county office. Update your information. Check your renewal and save your documents. And share this video with anyone in California who depends on Medi-Cal. Because the people who prepare early have a much better chance of keeping coverage. The people who wait may be blindsided. If you like this video, please hit that like button. And if you know somebody who could use this video, please share it with them. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell so you can stay up to date on all the latest California benefits. Thanks for watching.